I enter now the temple of the void, the sacred silence that strips me of all that I am not. I come not to perform, but to presence, not to impress, but to remember. And may what moves through me be real. May what reaches you be truth. And may we meet somewhere between the ache and the infinite as divine sparks in the dark. This whole concept of the void is so interesting, isn't it? We have the overall, void as mother, right? That cosmic creation, creative force. And we are also the void. We live within the void and we live as void. And so it's interesting to really feel into how I'm utilizing the void, how I'm resting within the void, how I'm escaping into the void, and how I relate to the cosmic void versus the personal void, which is one and the same. But hear me out. So I have been really reflecting on the fact that especially in the last 3 years, I have had so many things just like illusions just fall away. I've really been left with just truth essence. And there's still a few veils that I can see that still need to fall away or to dissolve. But a lot of those illusions have dissolved away. And the void has been instrumental in helping me dissolve all of that. And so I have consciously used the void to destroy with love. And it's not just, I destroy this with hatred. I am so over having this in my life. I need to get it out. I need to cut it out like a tumor. No. When you go into the void, you just dissolve it back into where it came from, so that all those things that you used your energy to hang on to, like beliefs and values and perceptions, you allow that all to dissolve back into the void, and then that becomes potential again. I have found myself, however, also escaping to the void. And I have found that the difference is that when I escape to the void because things are overwhelming, because the ground from beneath my feet is suddenly gone, and I'm having a hard time grounding. I'm having a hard time dealing with life. And I have found myself taking refuge in the void. Now, that in and of itself is not a problem, right? But it's with the intention of how I'm retreating. I'm retreating in order to survive. I'm retreating in order to hide away. Where you can also use the void and remember that you are the void. Our body contains different portals and temples through which we have access to many different dimensions, realities, etc. And quite literally, as a woman, although this also pertains to men, it's just energetic. But as a woman, I have a womb. I have had children, like literally create life out of seemingly nothing. I have been a portal for physicality like that, and I have been a portal for creative endeavors. And taking refuge in the void through using the technology of your body is very much different than just escaping to this ambiguous void. When you consciously go through your body to the void, you're not running away from. You are partaking in a pilgrimage back to self. And there's a sacredness to that. There's an intentionality to that. And when you approach the void from that space, you bathe in those velvety waves, in that consciousness, in that nothingness. In that way, the void becomes a place of restoration, a place of pilgrimage to consciously dissolve any illusions, perceptions, beliefs, etc. Whereas when you're just escaping to the void, the intentionality behind that isn't there. And I found myself that I'm not consciously, but unconsciously running to the void, kind of like a cave, trying to hermit myself, lick my wounds. It's a very different energy. And I've been on a quest to come back into my body, to embody this sacred technology that our body is, because it is sacred technology. I mean, come on. Our souls come into this physical vessel. And this physical vessel is so wild beyond our imagination. We don't even understand the surface layers of our bodies. And so I oftentimes forget or feel disconnected from my body, forget to include it in the refuge to the void. Let's come back into pilgrimage. Let's come back into sacredness so that it nourishes us and is a place of restoration. I am a divine spark, sending out a flare into the velvety nothingness, praying that it reaches those who remember the frequency. If you feel this, if you are this, come on, let's build a bridge to one another. And in doing so, bring heaven to earth.